Hey everybody, so welcome to In a Woman's World. This week's topic is on teen pregnancy. And I have my own story, so I'm going to share it with you guys first. And then we have some questions that a lot of viewers and friends had asked. We asked for. So anyway, I got pregnant at 13. And I had my son at 14. So I was a really young teen mom. I was living at home. I was still dating the guy at the time of my pregnancy up until the 9th month. He ended up cheating on me a couple times, and I had found out about it. So we had confronted him about it, and he tried to lie, all this stuff. So we had separated. And right when I had him, we got back together. And hard to remember back this far. But we got together and we stayed together for 9 months. And he started cheating on me again. He is a great father when he is in the picture, but he's not always in the picture. So it is very difficult to do or to have a child when you are a single parent, no matter what the situation is. I was living at home. I did have help from my mother, and my family was very supportive. I didn't get any nasty, hateful remarks from any of my family. My sisters were very loving and kind and helpful. My mother was the same. I did not have to get a job, let alone I was not old enough to have a job. So my mom helped out a lot. I got WIC. WIC is a Women, Infants, and Children's program. It is for women and children and infants. They help get you like formula, milk, cheese, cereal, stuff like that, to help you stay healthy. You can get it when you're pregnant and through up to 5 years. And I'll put a link to that as well, so if you are pregnant, you can look that information up in your own area. It's very helpful for if you are on low income, or if a lot of children get kicked out of the home when they're pregnant. So I'll put that information below. But also, I was very lucky. I was very blessed to have a mother that was very supportive. She never once said anything about abortion, adoption, or anything. My dad, I think he was more shocked. My mom and my dad are not together. They haven't been together for 20 years. But my dad suggested abortion, and I immediately said no. I am totally against abortion. I don't, agree with it. I could never personally do it. So, and I'm not coming down on you if you have done it. That's your own situation. But I could not. So, and then he tried to suggest adoption. I'm not against adoption. It's just not something that I could do. I could not give up my child knowing that I wanted to raise my child. Even he suggested his sister take it and be in the family. I did not want to do that. So I had him June 15th of 2000, and I was 14 at the time. That was my first year in high school. So I got pregnant in middle school, and I got pregnant right at the beginning of middle school, and they took me out of school because of depression issues, which I was not, but they took me out. I was homeschooled for that whole year, and then I started high school as a mother. So it was a very interesting, I would say, 4 years. I had a lot of people that looked down on me at school that was really hateful, and now I just wonder how people can be that hateful. But anyway, so I'm just one of those that have been blessed to have such a helpful family members, and nobody, my mother did not kick me out. I moved out when I was 17. Me and my mom, it's hard to have two parents in the same household. And even if you live with your in-laws, it's hard to have that two parenting, mothers kind of thing. It's really hard. So, but if you have any questions about my teen pregnancy or questions in general, just let me know. Private message me, send me a comment, or check us out on our Facebook, and you can ask questions. There's 3 of us that have been through this, so we're very open and honest, and we'll tell you what you need to know. So we have some questions that we got off of Facebook and YouTube. So Trinette says, do you feel like you were old enough to be a responsible parent? To me, everybody kept saying, how are you going to do it? How are you going to do it? Are you afraid? I was never that I can recall afraid of having a child at 14. I don't understand how, but I guess I was lucky enough that my parenting instincts actually kicked in at that age, and I was excited and ready to take on this task. You know, I had, made my bed and I was going to lay in it, or I'd laid in it, whatever you say. Anyway, I was ready to make sure that I did what I was supposed to do. I did not want someone to come back and say her mother took care of her child the whole time, or she pawned her child off on this person. So I felt like maybe I wasn't responsible enough, but I felt like I was being responsible enough at 14 to do it. Did you feel robbed of your childhood? To a point, yes. I did still have a great childhood. I was very involved with our church in the youth group, and we just took Zachary with us everywhere we went. We were at church almost like 5 days a week, doing stuff like drama and youth group and stuff like that. And everybody in my youth group was very supportive and helpful, and they loved Zachary, and they still are very awesome people.